Hello, my name is Sarah, and I'm really excited to kind of talk about this video, kind of talk about this topic, because I see like every single woman do this, like especially in their adolescence, where we put our loyalty into questionable characters, probably questionable, men, because maybe that's all that's available at the time when we are in our adolescence. I would say is an excuse for this, but I just kind of wanted to talk about the effects that you having loyalty to these people actually does. It's kind of like when they say, oh, like, when you're in your 20s, you should focus on your career and you and doing things for you and self-love. And there is some good reason to that, because I feel like just people in their 20s or when they're young like this, um it's kind of like your partner choice is going to be questionable because everybody's immature and everybody's still figuring things out. Really, whatever. That's kind of like my excuse and my empathy for all this before I go into it. So, my claim is you should only ever commit to a marital spouse or someone that acts like they want to marry you or they definitely intend to marry you. And that's what I would call being in a committed relationship, that you guys are working towards that. Like you've been together for a long time, or you plan to be together for a long time because you both wanted to comfortably get to know each other, comfortably nurture each other, work through your problems, and be serious, be with each other a couple years and then marry, or if you're already married, right? So if you're already married and you're in this committed, wonderful learning, taking steps type of relationship, this does not apply to you. Your loyalty is not in a questionable place. But all the rest of you here, okay? So you're having a casual boyfriend, you have casual boyfriends, maybe you even do, a casual activity. You do casual activities. But it's kind of like you date these people and you know kind of in the back of your head, oh, this is not completely 100% what I want, or oh, I would never marry this person, or I'm really upset that this person wouldn't want to have kids and I definitely want to have kids. There's this something that in your body that says something's not right, or something definitely, there's just no, you're definitely not serious about this person. Your heart always knows these type of things. If you know that in your heart, why are you going to ever be unhappy in this relationship? Literally, there will be no reason for you to be unhappy in this relationship. And that is why I included the idea of the muse mentality, is because every single woman is a muse. So a muse, I would explain what that is kind of like a inspirational, free-spirited, someone that is so free-spirited, someone that is so energetic, somebody that is so high in their aura that they are unobtainable, and you watch them from afar and they inspire you from afar. It's kind of like they're always in a happy mood and nobody can touch them. Literally, nobody can touch into their bubble or touch into their aura and sour their aura. They're untouchable. They're completely pure. Like, I think of like a muse as like, like a virgin, like untouchable. Completely white, completely in their purest form, completely themselves. Nobody has tarnished them. Nobody can get inside their brain. Nobody can affect what they feel, or affect their heart, or affect their capacity to love, or affect their ability to be vulnerable. This is kind of like a muse. So every single girl is capable of this. Okay, but I'm gonna go more into that kind of later. So back to what I said. So why should you be unhappy? I think that women become unhappy when they are masculine. So when they are masculine, when they are fighting, you're fighting for something, so you're being loyal to this person. You're putting in effort even though you don't really, or you know there's not going to be this outcome of like marriage or total commitment. You're fighting for something that obviously isn't meant to be for you. For you because you know what you want. So by fighting, so you're mad, you're not feminine because you're now fighting, you're upset because you're in a fighting mode. Okay? So by fighting, you're altering yourself to attract the wrong individuals continuously. So by fighting, maybe even by being masculine, you're putting yourself off the pedestal a little bit. You're putting yourself below the man to continue to attract him because he knows that he's putting in minimal effort. He's putting in minimal effort and he keeps you under the pedestal anyway. So you're attracting the wrong him. You're attracting him by doing this. And if you bring yourself to always do this in life or always do this when you're dating, you're going to continuously attract these kind of men that knows you are off your pedestal. So the whole thing is that, or the whole thing like you don't realize, you don't think about, is that God has a plan for you, and when you fight him, so when you're fighting for a man, think about it like you're fighting against God right now, and you're it's like you're fighting to ensure that the devil stays in your life a little bit. So something that's not good for you, something that's not meant for you, but you're like, the devil has given it to you, and it's kind of like you don't have faith that God has something better for you, and you don't have trust in God to let this bad person go, let what's not good for you go, and walk with God. So by fighting, you've become ugly, you've become devilish, and you delay the meeting of the one that is meant for you. And the one that is meant for you is asking God. He's like, where is my wife? And God says, oh, I have so much work to do in her heart. She's so far gone, right? You're so far gone because you are completely so far away from being a muse, especially if you have done something with this person, like physically, like physical intimacy. If you've had sex with the person with the guy that God has intended to be your husband, that's even more work that God has to do on your heart. He has to pull you away from the flesh sin, right? You're delaying your own happiness. You're delaying what is meant for you. And you don't even have, if you're not religious, you don't have to look at it as God is doing all this. You can look at it in a philosophical way. You can look at it as like an attract. I receive what I attract sort of way. So by fighting, you're in a masculine mode, and you are ugly this way. So you become dull and unladylike when you fight for things, when you fight for outcomes, and you fight for control. You must, as a woman, like, I don't think people understand how important this is. You must, as a woman, stay attractive and happy. The moment that you become unhappy is the moment that you become unattractive. They go hand in hand. So if you ever notice, like, you're in a relationship with your boyfriend, and you're really upset that things aren't going your way, or he's not doing something that you particularly like, and it makes you upset, and then you try to control his behavior, you are unhappy when you are controlling, because it's like you're nagging him, and because you're unhappy, he literally sees you as less attractive. Relationship problems, class 1, right? Happens all the time. We really need to learn the art to stay attractive and happy. So attract and never chase, never control, never be in the masculine mode. Be a beautiful garden for your husband or your boyfriend, your committed boyfriend, okay? Be a beautiful garden for your husband. Butterfly. I call the husbands the butterfly. Literally, the person that you're with right now, if they are not your husband, you don't think that he is your future husband. He, right now, is being a devil in your life by stopping you from meeting your husband, because he's making you ugly. He's making you unhappy. He's making you feel like you're not in control of yourself. He's making you masculine, and it's kind of like he's going to keep you in this totally negative. You're totally negative and you're totally ugly. That's why, like, when you hear, like, if a man is making you really unhappy and the relationship's not going well, like, that's what when they say, like, if you truly love them, let them go. Like, if you know that they could be happier in a different situation, like, when a man does that to you, maybe if a man breaks up with you, if the relationship's not going well, this is literally the best thing that he could do for you and your femininity, because when he does that, you get out of your masculinity and you're no longer fighting for something anymore. You should never be fighting for anything in your life as a woman. Yeah, like, to be a beautiful garden, be beautiful and stay beautiful. Like, I don't think that you understand that it's almost like your loyalty in the wrong place is creating your own trap. It's creating your own dead garden, and you're never gonna get out of it. You're never gonna change your current boyfriend's mind, and you're never going to attract somebody different in your life. It's like you're always gonna be stuck with something that's not right for you. So, like, open up your heart a little bit. So if you're in a relationship like this, you totally need to be looking and keeping your heart open to other people. And this kind of sounds like cheating, right? But I don't want you to, like, brainwash yourself into thinking, oh, this is my new normal. This is something that I need to fight for because everybody says that, oh, you need to be loyal to your relationship, or you shouldn't be talking to any guys, or you should be talking to any other guys or any other girls in your relationship. But it's kind of like, if the relationship's not working for you, or for sure, like I've said, it's not serious, keep your heart open. Because when you close off your heart and you only accept this negative situation in your life as reality, and it's like your end reality, the end type of thing, the end, this is just my life, you're forever going to stay this dead garden, and you're never going to be able to attract a butterfly into your life. And I just see it happen all the time. Girls get with a guy, they give their body to the guy, and she never finds her husband. She's always unseriously dating somebody. So stay true to your needs. Keep your heart open. Keep your eyes open to someone that can fulfill you and nurture you. That is kind of what cheating is, when you're keeping an open heart and you're keeping open eyes. A cheater is someone that didn't have all their needs met by someone. Like, you could look at it like that. Like, who's a cheater? What do they do? It's just somebody that wasn't getting their needs met. That the place that they were with, somebody that they were with, and they found those needs met and fulfilled by somebody else. So I want to end it kind of with this thought. So why are you putting so much effort? Why are you putting such sacred and valuable loyalty into someone that has repeatedly given no return of value? So it's like you're giving so much loyalty, you're giving so much effort, but they don't put a ring on your finger. And this goes on for years. They don't put a ring on your finger. Okay? It makes you... So it's like if you kind of condition yourself to... Like you condition yourself that, oh, I give so much effort into things, or I put so much effort into romance, and getting no effort back is just like a normal for me. This is just like a normal in my life. It's almost like you're gonna stop putting in effort into anything in life, and you're never going to have a return. Like, you see what I mean? Like, this is like literally the law of the universe. And I always like bring that up, you know, where are you putting the most effort into your lives, and what kind of return are you getting? There should always be a give and take of equal. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, and kind of like how like sad it was that we women, we always wonder, and we wonder about our future husbands, or we wonder like what our husband would be like. And it's like, if you're dating a guy right now, he's stopping you, or you're letting him stop you from that future husband. And about the muse thing, I wanted to add very personally something. This is kind of like really personal, and I've never brought this up. So when I was practicing abstinence for 3 years, I was the happiest I've ever been, ever. Like, it truly felt like people, especially men, obviously, especially men, literally gravitated towards me. Like I was a flame and they were moth to the flame. The most, you know, and I want to say like too, like I felt the happiest I'd ever been, and literally I was the most attractive I'd ever been in my entire life. Like my skin literally glowed. Like I could literally feel like my personality was times 10. Like my social skills were through the roof. My hair, my skin, my eyes, my focus, my mood level. And two, like when I was abstinent like that, it was like nobody and for 3 years, the duration too, it's like your skin, literally, you have a completely new skin. Like all your skin has like been shed off. I forget how many years it takes. Does it like take 2 years for you to get completely new skin? I had completely new skin. My aura was high, and there was no distractions. There was literally nobody in me. There was literally nobody around me. There was no attachments, no distractions to bring me down, and I was accomplishing more than I ever had. And two, when you're abstinent like that, it's really easy to kind of pick up maybe on people that also are willingly is a big thing. So they're willingly abstinent, and it's also easy to pick up on the girls that are not in a relationship. So the girls that were not in a relationship were like physically like more beautiful if they were happy, if they were fine that they weren't in a relationship, kind of like I was. It was so easy to pick that out. Like I can't even explain it. I feel like I can't explain it unless you've also like experienced it like firsthand, or you've been abstinent yourself. But like what I'm trying to say is, like, when you're abstinent and when you're literally untouchable, people know. They don't, it's like people don't know maybe that you're a virgin, or don't know if you're abstinent so specifically, but I think it's like a subconscious thing that people can pick up on. So yeah, women are most attractive when they're virgins. they're most attractive when they are untouchable and they're hard to get, or no guy currently has them, or they refrain from sex. It's like your beautiful garden because you let nobody get you down. I could, go on forever, but this is really the end of it. Just keep that in mind, that you have so much muse mentality, and just kind of look around and kind of recognize what could be stopping you from better. So thank you so much. I knew this was going to be like a short video, but I really liked just getting the idea out and explaining it. So bye and thank you.